Actors need photographs of their heads in order to sell themselves to those who are handing out the jobs. This is the most powerful, the most immediate means by which an actor can get themselves seen by the people who matter most. The casting director. Known in the industry as headshots, these photographic portraits are how an actor is able to initially kick in the doors and start garnering interest from the casting director. But what makes for the perfect headshot? Is it in the hair, the eyes, the smile, picking the right cardigan? Well, it's all of that and more. In this episode, I pick over Jay's newest batch of headshots to discuss and discover what makes for a winning look, the kind that grabs attention and lands that ever-coveted audition. It's part art, it's part science, it's all offstage acting.
What is going? The roles
the roles have reversed.
I'm like, Todd, your hair. What's going on with the lighting, Todd?
Help me. I'm already on vacation.
Yeah, you leave tomorrow. It's you're there.
My head is already there.
It's already there.
Barely hang on. Barely hanging on. But this should give us a boost.
Woohoo!
The theme of the Offstage Acting Podcast.
Hello, welcome.
Hello and welcome, yes.
Yes. We have another episode. Bonusode today.
That's right.
I'm excited about it.
Bonusode. It's going to be interesting here on the Offstage Acting Podcast. Good day to you, Jay.
Good day to you, Todd. I almost said Bepisode, but I didn't because Bonusode is better. But
Bepisode, I was thinking about that the other day, how you really flubbed that, and then the funniest thing still makes me chuckle is when you went, Bepisode, and then you go, that's stupid, take it out. Take it out. That's dumb. That's dumb.
Like immediately?
Immediately. You went, Bepisode, no, that's dumb, take it out. And I went, no, I won't be taking it out. It is fun. And then I went, Bonusode, and you went, oh, that's so much better.
That's a lot better. Bepisode. But it's fun to say. Viewers, listeners, you should just say it to yourself, Bepisode.
Bepisode. Well, I still think of it as the Bepisode, although Bonusode is the most obvious choice. What's our Bonusode about there, JJ?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, unless there are surprises thrown my way, which I'm sure there will be.
Yeah.
Todd is I just got new headshots because, for listeners who don't see me, I'm rocking a beard. So I wanted to get new photos to show that. And Todd's gonna go through some of them and be like, I don't know, tell me his thoughts.
Yeah.
Maybe.
In every actor's life.
Okay.
There is a time when said actor needs to freshen up their headshot.
Mm-hmm.
And there's several reasons for that.
Mm-hmm.
A change of look, which means you've gotten older, and or a change of appearance, particularly for women. I think it's more...
short hair, long hair.
Yeah, about the hair. Color, that kind of thing. So we'll get into it. But first I thought we could do a little housekeeping, as it were.
Okay.
A couple things we can talk about that we don't get to talk about between us when we have guests. So today there's no guest. That's what a bonusode is. Basically, a bonusode is you guys get to listen to Jay and I ramble on, and nobody interesting comes and interrupts us.
That's right. That's exactly right.
That's exactly right. Remember how we talked about, I think it was even like one of our first few episodes, bonusodes even, because it was just you and I. And we talked about International Actors Day.
International Actors
We had said something like, yeah, we'll make an International Actors Day. Or we said something, and then we kind of went, or I said, I bet there already is one.
Yeah, there probably is. Yeah, you're probably right.
And you jumped on, you were like, yeah, there's got to be one, because there's an International Day for everything, The cucumber has its own day.
It's not today, is it?
No, but we missed it.
Oh.
It's on September 8th. So happy belated. I know, we just missed it. And I was going to mention it when we recorded one of our last podcasts. So today's the 17th that we're recording, but audiences won't hear this again for probably a couple more weeks. But anyway,
Mm.
Happy belated International Actors Day, everybody.
Woo! Aw!
Woo! Yay.
Happy, clap, clap, clap. Sound
There's the
cue.
clap. Thank you. Oh, let's go with big cheer. No, that's a laugh. What else have I got? I got
What else have we got?
I got crickets. Anyway, what's that one? Oh, that's and the drum roll, please. That was for another thing. Anyway,
Okay.
shall I tell you what International Actors Day is? It's
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's International Actors Day. Wait. But is it like
Yeah.
the day where we celebrate actors internationally, or is
Yeah.
it the day where we celebrate international actors?
Is that a serious question? Because if it is, you're fired. You're immediately fired.
Well, you're about to explain it, so I'm not going to answer the question because you're
No,
about to give the answer in your explanation.
That can't be a real question, Jay.
International Actors Day.
Day for international
International
actors.
actors.
Well,
Yeah.
is there what's the alternative? A national actor?
Well, yeah, like actors that have come from other countries, like
Other
celebrating
countries than what?
people. I don't know. Than the one we're in.
The one we're in, which is
I'm sure every country, the UK, I'm sure every country has their own holidays and their own days.
Oh, so you think it's like
Yeah,
the
because Mother's Day in
American
the UK, Mother's Day in the UK is different than
Uh-huh.
Mother's Day in the US. So
It's
maybe
on a different
International
day.
Actors Day is on a different day. So maybe different countries have like a day
No,
where they
I get the
celebrate international
logic.
actors.
I get the logic.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm
Now I'm not
sorry.
gonna get
I'm
fired.
sorry to yeah. I'm sorry I questioned your method. No, I'll explain it very simply that
Great.
it's
Yeah, be simple. That's great. It's
it's
fantastic.
not a celebration of international actors.
Well, it could be,
Oh,
okay?
it could be
just
the
get
confusion.
gist.
I get the confusion in the grammar, the context. Yeah, so no, it was not an invention of America to celebrate all our splendid international actors who come to do things in America. For example, let's say. No, International Actors Day is dedicated to recognizing and honoring actors and their contributions to the performing arts. Initially created by casting director Helen McCready
Oh,
in 2011, the day serves as a tribute to the hard work and perseverance of actors, particularly those who tirelessly audition for roles without guaranteed success. McCready saw the need for this day after realizing that there wasn't an official holiday recognizing actors' efforts in the entertainment industry, whether they be international actors or local, national actors, for example.
question answered. He's drinking his tea.
It's not about that. Yeah, coffee. It's not about celebrating well-known stars. It also shines shines a light on everyday actors who often don't receive public recognition for their work, which is what we do here, Jay.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Isn't
Thank
it?
you, Helen McCready.
Thank you, Helena McCready.
Oh,
And
Helena. Sorry, Helen.
no, Helen. You're right, Helen McCready.
Oh.
Geez, let's get her on the show.
Yeah, great. Our next
Talk
guest,
about
right?
and yeah, we'll get her on the next guest.
That's
We'll
why
tell-
you brought this up, because you're like, by the way, we do actually
we
have
do have a
bonus
guest surprise. Here she is. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
We should though. Anyway, they celebrate local events in LA. Actors and industry professionals come together. They have little gatherings and things. Many people mark the day by watching favorite films, live performances. This is what they kind of, I guess they're doing a little thing about it. It'd be nice to know a little bit more about it. But there is an International Actors Day. It was just recently, as of like even just 9 days ago, as of the time of the recording of this podcast. And I just wanted to throw a little shout out to the day and the actors.
And the actors.
Whatever country you may be from.
That's right.
Whatever your nationality. Yeah.
Wherever country you were born in or currently reside in.
Or currently perform in. Wherever your movies are being seen on your television. Yeah, International Actors Day for all actors out there. So, yeah, once again, cheers. I'm raising my coffee glass to all the actors out there. There you go. We love you. We love you, everybody.
We love ya. Thank you.
Now, a little something else I want to share with you.
Okay, great.
This is some new music by Offstage Acting. Offstage, yeah.
New music?
We got some new music here.
Gasp.
Yeah. So let me just
That's
play you.
exciting.
This is called A Boy and His God. See what you think of this. You like that? Okay, I can see your face. Not to your taste. All right.
Wait,
This
what
is
is it
called-
for?
All right. Let me give you one more. This is called Zombie Girl versus My Chainsaw. Okay. Zombie Girl versus My Chainsaw. It's got a little kick.
I honestly don't hate it.
You don't hate it? Okay, good.
No, I don't.
Well, that's the new branding. We're going with a new branding
Are we?
for a sound. I'm gotten off the funk now.
Okay.
And this is our standard, right? Everybody loves the old offstage acting, but we're gonna go with, I think the new song's gonna be Zombie Girl versus My Chainsaw, or we have Who Is This Effer, and they don't use the word F. Science Says Otherwise.
Oh.
Basically what you're looking at here. On Spotify, if you can believe it, there is a band, some kind of band that obviously is producing death metal.
Wait.
Called,
There is
look,
a
can you see
band-
it? Can you see it there?
Well, I do, but now I get it. There's a band called Offstage Acting.
Yeah, there's a band called Offstage
And
Acting.
they play heavy metal.
Well, I don't even know.
Or
This
death
ain't heavy
but
metal. This is
not
like
heavy,
death
but
metal.
Like death metal.
I'm afraid even some of the stuff that.
That's what I call a party trick.
Yeah, this is. Okay, this is a little. Wow. All right, there you go.
Okay.
You loving it?
I mean, why are they called Offstage Acting? Like, what?
I don't know. It's great though, and there's this skull. Anyway, little shout out to our friends
over at Offstage Acting?
over at the alternative Offstage Acting. If you came looking for a dubstep death metal band, and you found us, congratulations. Welcome. We hope you enjoy our content and our.
Wow, the branding could not be more different.
What we produce as much as you enjoy Offstage Acting, the alt band. And if you've
What the heck?
if you come here looking for death metal, you're in the wrong place.
I am
Fun.
aghast. I am.
Yeah.
And they still have more listens than us.
Yeah, that's the thing I think that is the most hurtful, is that they have more downloads and more engagement with their audience than we have with ours. No, I don't actually know. I found them at some point. They got two. They just that's a new single. Oh, the new single is called Dubstep.
This is not dubstep.
It's just called #dubstep, and it's actually nothing.
It's not dubstep.
Not
though,
dubstep.
but okay.
No. But that neither is it. It's not not Offstage Acting. They're just doing something.
Who is this? Is it the
good
Chinese?
stuff, good
It's an
stuff.
AI program. No. This isn't a real. No, this.
No. These are guys.
It's absolutely an I. Prove it.
They have 425 monthly listeners. I'll tell you that. Maybe I should follow them.
That doesn't mean that they're not AI. This is no. This is AI.
Okay, maybe, but they would. I think they would produce more stuff. Yeah, you might be right. Set Cities Ablaze, Boy and His God, Zombie Girl versus My Chainsaw. I can't pick a favorite. I don't know about you.
Name-wise, Zombie Girl versus My Chainsaw. Actually, that one's. I even like that song.
Yeah, it's got the best name. Okay, moving on. That's the housekeeping finished. We did it.
What a segment. That is ludicrous.
It's fun. I've been kind of saving that for a while. And since we don't
gosh.
have a lot to share with the audiences today, except for pictures of you. Okay, so let's get into this. You've sent me now. Why don't you tell audiences what we're looking at here?
All right, so that is my face. My glasses look down in a sort of furry blazer, as if contemplating one's own existence.
I don't
At
need
the
you to
lower left of the
describe
screen,
the picture.
Jarium. The bottom right, view gallery.
Okay. Allow me to explain to audiences what we're looking at. Um, Jay has gone in recently for new headshots with his friend, Josh
Josh Ryder, friend
Ryder.
and fantastic photographer,
Mm-hmm.
professional.
So far, it's looking pretty good. Joss, sorry.
Josh
Joss,
Ryder.
Joss, Ryder, Ryder, photography. Uh, I don't know, dot something, com, probably. Look her up. Um, Now, what happens when someone gets photos taken, and you can see this on YouTube if you're just listening to podcast now. You can check it out on the video podcast, but you will generally get, well, how many looks did you do?
Good God, I think I did. She's a friend, so she didn't have
Right.
any other clients that day, so we were able to like go for a while. I think I had like 5 looks, and each look I had glasses and no glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so it's the shirt, and then there was the shirt and blazer, and then there's the white collared shirt, and then
Yeah, okay.
a rainbow shirt, and yeah.
So I just want to break it down for our audiences real quick
Yeah.
before
So
we
those
dig
those are
into
5 looks.
5 looks. So a look essentially, and I would love to rely on you to be able to do this, but it seems like it's out of your grasp. So
Is it?
just jump in. Well, do you want to explain what the look, when we say look, what that term means?
Well, yeah, it's an outfit.
Very good, very good. It's an outfit. Okay. And on top of that, let's say,
Usually
um,
just changing the top. You
as
don't usually
you,
change the bottom.
yeah, but as you described, so for men and women, it's a little bit different, but fairly similar. So a look meaning that, yeah, you're changing your outfit, but the outfit is also sort of, and we had this conversation before several times in some previous bonusodes. So you can go back and check out our episodes about the home pages. You can check out episodes where we talk about your spotlight profile or your casting profiles as well, because we dig in. But now that Jay has fresh new headshots, we thought we'd give you a little bit of an insight into the actual process of getting a
Yeah, and I
headshot,
was
picking a headshot.
curious for Todd's opinion, and we don't actually talk anymore. Every time I have a professional question, Todd's like, "Save it for the podcast."
Yeah. He used to ask me all the time stuff, and I would give it away for free just to him. But now you're getting the exclusive insights, professional insights that I usually just give to Jay. I'm sharing it with the world. So you're welcome, Earth. But going in a little further with the looks, just to make it clear.
Yeah.
The look is essentially a range of outfits that sort of describe in some degree as who you are, what you want to, what your intention is to, how you want to show yourself, right? How you
Yeah,
want to
like
present yourself.
yes. So in theory, I said I had 5 looks, but in theory, I had 10 because I had one with glasses on and glasses off.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for women with long hair, you could like put a ponytail up, right? That would be changing your look because you're like, I want to go
Mm-hmm.
for
Hair up, hair down,
hair, or like whether you want like what
hair
kind of
back.
makeup you do.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, very, very clean makeup, very simple, or a little bit more
yeah, but generally when
done
you
up.
go into a headshot sesh, there's a specific amount of looks, specific amount of outfits that they're like, okay, and the
Yeah,
photographer usually helps pick them out.
that's a price point kind of thing too. So depending on how much you pay and how long the session goes,
Yeah.
you can probably, usually you get price packages with these photographers where
Yep.
one look, simplest, will run you. And I'll even throw some numbers out because I want people to kind of get a general idea. Here in the UK and the US, I think it's all about the same. But let's say one look, 150 US dollars approximately to get like a 1 hour session with one look with a good photographer. If you want 3 looks, it's usually going to run like about 300. You get 2 hour session, 300 up, let's say $300 to $400. And if you want to do more looks, like Jay's got 5 looks and a lot of changes and then in a full day in a studio, that can run you like even 1,000, right? Certainly $700, um, because the photographer rather is assessing the time they spend with you, the studio costs, and the time that they're going to spend later doing post and photoshopping, and that should be kind of light, but there are things that need touching up and cropping and this kind of thing. So um, if you have a friend that is good, but they need to be really good, your friend is a true professional. So having a friend when you're getting started might be okay. You're just starting out. You don't have a lot of money. You don't have a big budget. You've got a friend that's good with a camera, professional camera, knows lighting, knows how to set things up, and can get you a few headshots to start. That's okay. But eventually you will want to get proper professional headshots that are for actors versus what was the one you said, the studio that you know?
Oh, I was joking with Todd. There's a studio, Yen Louis.
Yen
It's like
Louis.
this is in the States. This is where my mom would take us to do family
Right.
photos.
In my day, it was the Sears Portrait Studio.
The Sears, you went to, of course you did. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Sears Portrait Studio.
Sears, which is long gone now, but that would be the Sears or
Oh my
J.C. Penney.
God,
That was another department
Sears.
stores, little department
Oh,
stores,
wow.
and particularly around school or Christmas,
Yep.
time, you would go back there and you get like a Christmas photo with the family, and they'd just be stuck in the back of the store with some photographer, and that was like the Sears
Just some
Portrait
small, dinky
Studio.
little studio. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, and it would almost kind of seasonally open, I think, twice a year, something like that. They'd get some local photographer. Anyway, and you get a very specific kind of shot. If you're going to a portrait person that does families and corporate looks a lot, that's a big thing now to have everybody, especially if you're in corporate.
Yeah, and LinkedIn, you want a nice.
You want
Yeah,
a
yeah,
nice photo for your LinkedIn, your business card if you're still using those, but any kind of
yeah.
stuff, social medias, you want to have a nice look. I've even seen some sites where you can upload. I think I've seen you can upload like something like 50 personal photos of yourself to an AI, and it will spit out for a price, $25 or whatever it is, will spit out like 15 different AI options of you
Well, there you go.
in
Okay.
different looks and like with different outfits and hair and different things, and it's not terrible. I mean, it looks fairly convincing. So
That
there's
sounds
like
boring,
it's a
though.
budget way to do it, but it's possible, especially if that's all corporate stuff and quick stuff. But actors need to really. This is the first kick in the door, as it were.
I just like doing. I just like to be in front of
Oh,
the camera. Do
you
you like
love.
doing? Do you like doing headshots, Todd? Do you like them?
Well, I was a model when I was a young man, and um, I got started in modeling, let's say, um, and I understood the addiction to it. Yeah, it becomes like a thing when you walk away from a day of having somebody just fawning over you and pointing a camera at you and telling you how wonderful, that's great, keep it going. You come out, there's a shine, an elation that lingers, and it's a bit it's a bit of an addictive high.
Oh, okay. I don't know if that's what I'm talking
And
about,
then,
but that makes sense too.
yo, yeah, I saw it many times, and I've seen it. I have a lot of friends that are photographers and things, and I've seen how they do it. And like, I have a buddy, you met, Guy, our friend Guy.
Uh-huh.
He does boudoir photos as well.
Boudoir.
Guy is the one, by the way, that shot our photo
Yeah,
for our
that's
art
right.
for our marketing and stuff, and he shoots sometimes my headshots for me as a friend. But he does boudoir stuff, and that's a big because what happens to women who are posing for these kind of sensual shots, let's say, they will walk out of there empowered and feeling really great about themselves, and then he does it in a beautiful way, and he presents it in a beautiful package in a book, and um, you can look at the results, and women who maybe have had a bad shake of things of late or are feeling low in the self-esteem area um, can get this kind of a session and not only come away with some lovely shots of themselves where they feel great and sexy and strong, but also just the session itself is quite a powerful experience.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was referring to. I think it's fun to like it's nice to like, you're just breathing, and at least maybe because I've gotten more used to headshots
Mm-hmm.
now, and like I
Yeah.
do it with friends. Like you just kind of like you get into like the zone with the photographer, and you kind of like
Yeah.
ride the wave of like emotions, right? Like you kind of go through things in your mind, and you
Yeah.
feel things and you express them, and you move a little bit, and you talk. Like I
Mm.
talk to them sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but it's like all chill no matter what, and you're just like breathing and moving together, and I think it's kind of fun.
Especially if you're the good photographer, some are better than others. Some of them are very much like, smile for the
It's
birdie. Hey, over here. Like they're doing for
oh my god.
kids. And you
I,
go, guy does that sometimes. I have to tell him, don't smile for the birdie with me, buddy. But
he didn't do that with me. No,
no, he didn't
because
have
I
to
go
because
to
you
he didn't
jump
have
on
to.
it. He loved shooting you, by the way, because it was just like, oh my God, I don't have to do anything. This guy just,
Yeah, because
he just goes.
some
Pose, 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 pose.
pose. I'm like, Look at me, everyone. Look at me. I'm in front of a camera. I have
Yeah,
lights on me." No, but I know some
yes.
people get really. I didn't start out like that. I didn't start out like
No,
that.
no, no. And most people are very shy in front of the camera. So I get why he has to do it, especially for
Yeah,
children, families, and things like that. But he gets out that's where the classic, get out the squeaky toy and quick, 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 look over here and try to get a
yeah.
reaction. But if you know what you're doing, I think to me it's another layer of the acting challenge, let's say, or the actor's toolkit. It's one other thing that you need to learn and understand and get
Just
why
get comfy with.
get comfortable with, but also because you are now, you're the product, right?
Yeah.
And you need to market your product. So you're not just the product, you're also the salesman, and you're the CEO of your own company, and the, you're the,
Yeah, yeah.
you know what
You're
I'm
the
saying?
marketing exec. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're
You're
head of
all,
marketing.
you're head of marketing, you're all those things.
You're your publicist
You're
until
your
you get
own,
a publicist,
right,
which are
right.
expensive. Oh my gosh.
Too expensive. They take a cut and they only go for
Jesus.
people they can make money at. Yeah. Why did you look into that?
No, I've had just talking with friends who
Yeah,
have had a
yeah, yeah.
publicist.
Yeah, to
And
hire one. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and they want to work with you because
yeah,
they
well, they
can.
want to work with you, but then they
That's if you're
still charge
A-list
money.
celebrity. Yeah, or they take a cut of
Well, there's a
things.
lot of people, I've talked with the people who like they hire publicists because that's like on the way up,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
you
like
start to need one. You're like,
on the
oh my
way.
God,
You're
things
not
are starting
necessarily
to. Yeah,
there, but you like you're on the way, and then that's when
right.
it's really like a pain because it's like do you really need one, but they're like super expensive, and you're really making a big investment, and it's
Mm,
like if it doesn't turn out good, then like
right.
wah, wah, that really sucks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
But if you see a show that's about to hit and make it big, you're on it. If a movie's about to launch or something, you're getting some bad press, maybe even something just happened, and you're like, "Ooh, I'm gonna
that's
start."
actually that's a good shout. If you get bad press, I think that's a good time to get a publicist
If you
to
know you've done something naughty or
naughty.
yeah, and you're being called out, and you have a bit of a public persona, then yeah, you need a publicist to help mitigate those waters and things. But this is the basics of that. This is kind of the primer, as it were, to all
The
of that stuff.
primer.
Yes,
You mean
that's
like the
right.
primer?
No, I mean primer. It's a
Is it the same word, or
no.
is it a oh? Okay,
It's
what's a
it's
primer?
Latin based, from the same root. If you'd like to know,
What is it like the same? So it doesn't mean
the
the same
primer
thing?
is the no. Well, it essentially does, I guess you could say.
Yeah, because like when you prime something, it means like
Yeah,
it means you're like getting it ready to go,
yeah,
right?
yeah. That's right.
Getting
The primer is the
the first
pretext,
coat.
the first. No, that's primer.
Great. Okay.
The primer is the booklet that comes before the novel that
Oh,
introduces the yeah the this. Do I
like
have
the
to look
log
this up
line?
now? Ay, ay, ay.
Ay
Um,
vey.
I have to look this up anyway. I've thrown him off with a new word.
Yeah,
Uh,
and Todd doesn't know the dictionary definition. Wait, okay, so a primer, it's like a booklet you get, almost
I
like,
hope I'm
is
not
it for
using it wrong. That
advertising
I've
purposes?
corrected you for so long. Um,
You're gonna look it up and you're gonna find the definition for primer.
it's a small book for teaching children to read. A small introductory book on a subject. A short,
Oh,
informative piece of writing. Right. So yeah.
okay.
So it's the little book that comes
Huh.
before, and it's spelled the same way. So you're right in it, but it's not pronounced. One is primer.
It's a
That's the thing you
primer.
put.
Hmm.
Yes.
I have heard people use that, and I've always just thought they were saying primer, but in a different way.
Right.
So this
Well, it all
is
comes primary school, primary first thing. But the primer is is the little booklet. So that's I was just making that reference. Now, can we move on, or do we
yeah.
need? Is there anything else grammatically or
No, I get it now.
okay?
Todd doesn't believe me.
Oh,
Well,
I
you looked
believe
it up. It was great. We learned what primer means,
it's
everyone.
a
If
new word.
anyone else
That's
is
your word
confused,
for the day.
I'm gonna use it all the time now. No, I won't. Like
Sure, you will. You'll be throwing it out, and people will be
a
like, "You mean
primer?
primer?" And you'll be like, "No, I mean
Actually, they're
primer."
different.
And I'll explain it to you. No, because all your friends listen to this podcast, so they'll have already known that this has occurred.
Yeah, they'll know it. They'll know it now.
Um, anyway, oh, what was I talking about? Jeez. I was trying to.
You guys, everyone, full disclosure, Todd is going to Greece tomorrow and he is
Yeah.
extremely ready for it.
That's right. I'm clocking out as we speak. Like I'm completely. Um,
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to get I want a before and after. This is a great before episode. This is
right.
a pre episode.
The primer.
The primer.
Okay. So, yeah. And then post when I come back the next episode, you'll see me suntanned and sun bleached and salty and
And just
sun kissed and everything sun and
energy out the yin yang.
yeah, that's right. Out of both
Both
the
yin and
yin,
yang.
the yin and the yang. That's going
They
to be
will
coming
be
out of
released
all of it.
together.
Okay. I would
So
really
we were
want to
talking about
crack.
publicists.
I want to get through
We were
this.
talking about publicists.
No, actually, what we were talking about is how taking your first set of headshots and subsequent
Okay.
sets of headshots is something of an introduction to for all actors to the world of self promotion, right? So in the future, very successful actors will have their photos taken by professional teams um, for the art work and the promotion of whatever show or film or anything that they're doing, right? So and you'll be have your photos taken by paparazzi and blah blah blah, and you know it's a natural occurring thing, and you start to get comfortable with it. Okay, I'm an actor. I have a certain ability as an actor to perform in a certain ways, right? I have strengths as an actor. So for me, it's comedy, and also I can play hard, military. And also I know that they tend to look at me for business. What? You don't think I can play hard?
No. I'm just laughing.
What the hell are you laughing at? You better.
My
You
God.
better. Yeah. You take that laughter and you stick it where the sun don't shine. See, that's hard.
All right.
What are you
I'll go
laughing
to
at?
Transylvania.
Why would you laugh at me?
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because of you. I'm good at comedy and I'm good at hard.
Yeah.
That's just
It's my
funny.
strengths. Yeah. Okay.
Why can't you just be funny?
Hard comedy.
Aren't you just allowed to be funny?
No.
Okay.
No. I am on the ragged edge here.
I am
on the edge, and you are pushing me,
I
mister.
am skilled at comedy, and if you laugh at me, I will
How
come
dare
at
you laugh at me? How dare you laugh at me when I'm being funny?
Actually, that does kind of fit for you.
It does kind of fit.
That does kind of fit.
I'm saying that from the position of the casting director and others, what they see me as opposed to. So, in other words, I'm trying to paint a picture for the listener, if they still are listening, which at this point, that's a big question mark over that.
Oh my gosh, Todd. Yes. Okay. Yes.
So can I just let me just get through
Bang it out. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So, no, all kidding aside, you have a certain range.
Yes.
A woman types, right? And certain abilities. So if you're a big guy, you want to play to those strengths. If you're a petite woman, if you're older, younger, strong, dorky, nerdy, classic, plain, whatever. You want to show those and highlight that stuff because that's you. Now, when you get in that hot seat, as it were, having your photo taken, lights and camera, there's a part of you that needs to play into that, right? Where you kind of say, okay, this is the look that I'm trying to project here. I will bring in to the studio my collar shirt and my blazer and my tie. And at some point, those things will be utilized because it's not for me. I don't want pictures. I don't need pictures of myself in a suit. I never wear a suit, right?
Yeah.
But I need them to see what I look like in a suit and tie, and because they don't have imagination. If I'm wearing a leather jacket and I got a scruffy beard, my agent's not going to put me forward for CEO of Fortune 500 company, right?
No.
And then she's going to put forward my best Fonzie picture. That's a throwback for all you kids. Fonzie, look it up. But you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm playing some cool motorcycle guy.
Yeah.
That's a clash, right? So I know that going in, that needs to be one of my looks because there's a lot of types for that, right?
Yeah.
And if I'm a woman, then maybe it's more whatever that look is that says professional. So if I'm doing a political thing or an office thing or a corporate thing, right, or some other professional setup, then it's going to be, I don't know, more of a demure outfit, no cleavage, hair up somehow or back, maybe glasses, plain makeup, right? And I'm trying to portray myself and show that look. Now, when you're in that process and you're getting those pictures taken, you're also kind of getting into that character a little bit.
Yeah, totally.
To some degree. If I got my suit and tie on, then I'm trying to show, okay, this is me as see me here. I'm trying to project, see me here as corporate CEO guy or politician or doctor or whatever it is. And then when I take the tie and loosen it and open the collar, okay, see me kind of is the same, but here I am sort of saying, this is me, but now I'm relaxed mode. So maybe I'm newspaper editor or I'm, off the job at the bar guy.
Yeah.
I'm the more relaxed official kind of looking guy. Then I want to be a little bit, then I want to go the opposite direction. I want to be a little bit more fun and light. And so that's big smile and hair must, not, clean and gelled. I got my mussy hair. I got my yellow jumper, whatever I'm kind of comfortable in, and I look good in, and I'm showing, and I'm a big smile, and I'm in a relaxed pose, and that's my, hey, this is the everyman guy, right?
Yeah, and these are the looks that you, Todd Kramer, were like you'd go in and maybe someone else wants to do something different, and so they advertise themselves in different ways, right? Because as you
Right.
say, this is all advertising. So this is all being like, hi, people who I want to work for. Here are the things, the roles that I'm comfortable doing, and that you should hire me for,
If I'm
right?
a
Because
big dude with long hair, like I'm 300 pounds and I got long hair and a full beard and arm tattoos, right? Well, I could wear a business suit, but that's kind of a big stretch, right? Like they're going to go, we're looking for a guy in a business suit, but he's got to look like he's a wrestler, and you go, Or am I going to just be like leather vest, right? Denim,
yeah,
showing off my tats, full hair down, and I'm the biker guy. I'm the baddie in the movie. I've got the big gun. I'm doing the fist fight. I'm the bouncer. I'm the backup for the main lead in some military thing. Whatever it is like that. Whatever you think you are going up for, those kind of roles, because they're not looking for that look and a businessman, for example, right?
yeah.
So you play to that. And if they really want if they really want that in a business suit, they can use their imagination and go, okay, put a tie on him and we get it. So
Put a
that
tie on him.
put a tie on him,
He's great. Just put a tie on him.
slap a tie on him.
Just slap a tie.
So the deal is it should reflect there should be an accurate representation of you and your headshot, what you look like now. Okay. What they see in the
Yeah,
photo is what they want to see when you
yeah,
walk in the room
and that's the
and
other
on
thing
camera.
why I've like you're talking about getting updated
Yeah.
photos because like now like I will have these, so I have some beard photos, right? But now if
Mm-hmm.
like in the future I shave, I won't make the beard photo my main photo, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'll have it so that they can see it,
Bit of scruff, yeah, because there is a call sometimes, like, have them have a bit of scruff.
Yeah, but now it's just like, it's expanding, but it's like them to show them what I look like.
Yeah, and you're also
This is
dealing
what
with
I look
age
like.
ranges because with a bit of a beard and your hair a certain way,
Yeah,
you're going to look older.
totally.
With your hair another kind of style and clean shaven, you're going to drop 5 years, right?
Yep.
And you're in a position right now where you can play up and down in age to some degree. You could still play in your 20s, late 20s, and you can play up into your mid 30s, right? And and also the kind of characters that they want. If it's a clean cut kid, then they want to see no beard. If it's a little bit more of an edgy guy, then let's see what he looks like with the beard. And now you've got the added thing of the glasses, which also changes the look dramatically. And there's a thing with glasses that we can talk about, um, but it is related to the distinct features. And there's times, the glasses can kind of help sometimes, although they also can detract.
I'm sure, to me, I've started, I know you're probably going to think this is stupid, but, these online profiles, right? Like Spotlight, Mandy, in a way,
Mm.
they're kind of like, they're like dating. They're like, it's like a dating profile,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's like, I want us to have a relationship. Like, here's what I look like. Here's
Yeah.
my vibe. Here's what I've done. Like, do you want to chat sometime and like, for like potentially have a relationship together,
Right.
right? And it's not actually that far away.
Not that far, because somebody that's dating you wants to see the real you or potentially
Exactly.
going to date you.
Exactly. Well, in an online in this world, right? And online dating, right? And back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth and there was no internet,
Mm-hmm.
there was no such thing as like online dating, right? You had to meet in person
Mm-hmm.
or like someone matched you up. But now that you have online profiles, I don't know if you've ever online dated, but like it's hard because like you look at photos, right? And like someone might write a little
Mm-hmm.
blurb about themselves or answer something, but is that really like the vibe of the person? You're like, oh,
Right.
okay. And then you meet them in person and you're like, oh my God, this
Yeah.
isn't at
Right.
all. So like you want to make something that isn't just like sellable, like not just like, oh, I want you to swipe right for me, but I also want it to be accurate, because it's
Yeah.
like, it's both, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So I would say that the goal is really to capture your essence of the person, the versatility of the actor, and make a strong impression.
Yeah.
Okay. All in one shot.
Yeah.
So if we look at those things, you say your personal essence, the essence of Jay.
The essence of Jay.
The essence of Jay. Ooh, that could be a new cologne.
The name of my memoir.
Yeah. I just got a shiver down my spine.
He just threw up in
Yeah,
his
I just
mouth.
threw up a little bit in my mouth with the thought of you having a memoir.
A memoir.
Oh,
Have
let
you
me
ever?
choke that back down.
The Todd Kramer will be obviously the name of your memoir. When are you going to write it?
I think it's writing itself as we speak. It's going to be
Oh,
kind of,
is it?
yeah.
Do you have like a
I think
ghostwriter?
somebody else will write. No, I'm saying.
A memoir is written by. Isn't that the point of a memoir? Is that you write your
Can you
own
stop saying
memoir?
memoir? Memoir?
Have you
Memoir?
not read? Have you not seen?
It's memoir.
Have you not,
Or memoir if you're going to say it.
is it Burn This?
Either
That's the movie, right?
yeah.
Where my memoir.
Is that how he says it? My
I
memoir.
think it is because and he says it like
He
and he
says it
just says
wrong all the time.
every
It's really
time.
disturbing.
It's
It's either
hilarious.
say it the correct French way or say it in the anglicized
He's
memoir.
my memoir. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. But I
Is
feel
that
like I
Brad
saw.
Pitt?
No, it was the guy.
Uh,
His name. He has a play. We've talked about him before. He has like his name is in a play, right? I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah, I know. Anyway, yeah, okay. We're getting off piste a bit here. Let's yeah. I don't even know what just happened, and I really
We
just
were.
want to. This was supposed to be like a 20-minute episode, folks. We were just gonna bang this out
We
real
can
quick.
stop whenever. Okay, you were talking about we had gone on track because I wanted to know about the Todd Kramer's memoir, but it was actually about the essence of Jay, and that was supposed to lead
There it is,
to
Essence of J. Yeah, which could be a great cologne name, I think. And then we started. Then you switched to your memoir.
Memoir.
It's awful. Okay.
Bepisode.
Okay. The essence of Jay, the versatility that your versatility as an actor. Like, what can you where can you go with it to some degree, right? And then to make a strong impression, meaning like really pow, something that's like, oh, and that's usually in the eyes, I'll say. So there's kind of guidelines for this, of course, and the stuff that really you need to focus on are, and a good photographer will know this and do it, which is simple things, natural lighting,
Yes.
the best, you know.
The best.
If you can get somebody who has a skylight or a window light, this is going to be best for you.
For sure.
Neutral background. Nothing too busy, but with something in there that might just break things up a little bit or make it a little bit interesting, but nothing like crazy, right?
You know, it used to be a fad to have like the busy backgrounds. Do you remember that for headshots?
Was it? I never saw one
Like
that
you
was
had like
too
blurred.
busy. Oh,
It was
blurred, but that's not
like
too.
a blurred city.
Yeah.
in
Oh,
behind you,
yeah,
you
with
know?
the kind of lights that are blur and just a few
It's
things. There was a bit of a trend with that, yeah. I think that's died down. Some photographers, I think what happens to photographers, they get bored. You know, how many heads can you shoot before you just like,
and I'm
I
sure
need
the
to be
casting
creative?
directors get bored too. They look at the same photos.
Potentially, but they're looking for something that is specific. They're looking for those three things. They want the essence of Jay, they want your versatility, and they're looking for something that really pops. So something different than what they've seen. And if what you're showing them that's different than they haven't seen all day is the background, well, you're not really serving yourself, right? You're not marketing. So that's why having the right headshot is huge. And again, focusing on the eyes, right? That's where that kind of pop is going to come from, that impression, usually. And then kind of these expressions need to be very soft. And I'm saying all this in advance before we look at Jay's actual shots, because then we're just going to rattle through it. But I want to give this primer to the kind of the bullet points of what to look for in a good headshot, and then we'll see if Jay's got it and which ones he's got, that we can agree kind of match these categories and what we're talking about now. So a natural, friendly expression, or even if you're trying to do something a little more stern, a little bit more hard, but not too aggressive, not too extreme. So it's not, you can't have, I mean, particularly if you are really a stand-up comedian and you're just a wacky guy and that's your thing or gal, and you just like, I'm crazy and you'll know me from, then you maybe have something like that you can throw out at them and they go, oh yeah, that's great. A lot of energy to it.
Yeah, but oftentimes even those comedians, their headshots are still like a really
you wanted a diluted, that's right, version of that. Yeah.
Version of that.
Very downplayed so that it's still
too
there.
Much is like, I don't want to look at you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
just wacky.
It's a close up of your face. Like
it looks like a poster for your one-man show, right? And you don't want that necessarily. You want something that's like, oh, there's a quirk in there. There's a spark. There's a bit of like darkness in there. There's an evil lurking behind the eye. There's something behind that eye, a twinkle of some kind that says, ooh, this guy's got some, he's ice cold, or, oh, he's a bit of a player, or he's a kind of a joker. He's got something, he's a secret that he's hiding, and you try to capture that.
Essentially be Mona Lisa. Yeah. Have something within. Oh, you hated that.
No, I'm just going to let it sit there and ferment. Okay, be Mona Lisa.
You got the point, right? You don't not be
I know what you
like,
yeah, because no, I know what you mean. Mona Lisa is very captivating.
Yes, but not because of anything extreme.
Right. Okay, yeah, good point. I let it ferment because I didn't quite get it, but now I'm getting it. I just thought it was a non sequitur and quite random. Yeah, always prime the pump. Oh boy. Dear God. Okay, so neutral.
Last one, Todd. One.
I know, it's the last, and then it's 2 weeks of freedom. Neutral yet engaging, right? So even if it's dramatic, you want to be sort of subtle with a serious expression, but subtle about it, right? Even if you're marketing your comedic style, I wouldn't go too
Well, yeah,
extreme
because
with
then
it.
you're not going to want to look at it. Someone might be like,
You'd be like, "Who's this nutter?" Like, "Oh my God, is this what's gonna walk into the hey everybody, wugga wugga?" Like nobody needs that in a casting situation, right? And like, oh, how many of these guys have we seen? So, but at the same time, now the last kind of thing is accuracy. It's got to be Jay
yeah,
in there. And I would say quite a good proportion, at least 60%, maybe, if I were to
Yeah.
categorize it that way. It's got to be 60% Jay, and the rest can be about the look and the look meaning, again, I want to qualify this, that the look meaning how you're presented, your outfit, but also the look, the expression on your face, right?
the composition of the photo, the way,
Mm-hmm.
and the person in the photo.
Yeah, so the wardrobe and also
expression,
the expression on your face, right? And then there's stuff that the framing and the size and the cropping.
Posture.
Well, I mean technical stuff about just the photo itself, right? And there's some kind of there's no real industry standard about any of this, by the way. So that's why we can have a 1 hour long conversation and get nowhere.
Great. Shall we finish it?
Are we ready? Okay. The last thing I would say is the subject, meaning Jay, should exude some sense of confidence about himself and an approachability. That needs to come through in the headshot itself. So whereas you are able to sit there very comfortably, and you said that before.
Ease, yeah.
Ease, which I think comes from confidence, right? Like, I am who I am, and this is what you get, and God bless you, love it or leave it. This is the essence of Jay, and I'm plunked down here on this stool, and I got my arms folded, I'm looking dead into the camera, and I'm super glad to be here, and I'm just having a great time. And there's a smile for you even, right? And the twinkle in the eye and the bit of a smile says, oh, automatically, people, they say, what the people figure out they may get an impression about you in the first 4 or 5 seconds or something.
Yeah.
Well, that's the same with a photo.
And same with relationships.
Right. Well, yeah, in-person meetings and things, but
in-person meetings,
the first impression, but that first impression, this is what I want to point out, is that first impression with the headshot that comes across the casting director's desk or the director's desk, whomever, is, what are they seeing right away? Well, they're seeing somebody who's confident, approachable, unique, got a specific style about them, there's no distractions from any technical aspects, so the lighting, the background, everything else is in place, and there's a neutral yet engaging expression and a sparkle in the eye, and that's the thing that makes me go, even if I don't know if he's right for this or she, I'm gonna call him in. I want to see this person. I'm intrigued by this person. And you're talking about a casting director who sees thousands and thousands of people.
So many people.
Right. And thousands more photos than people they actually even meet.
Yeah.
And how do you make an impression? What stands out to them? So the photo that's your kick in the door. That's your first kick in the door. Okay. Any questions?
Nope.
Good. Let's dig in. We're going to get to it. All right, so Jay has got, this is 56 photos first, and you've isolated this, and I'll just say this real quickly. You can go to YouTube, you can check it out as we look through these. The photographer will narrow, they'll take maybe 500 shots. Let's say you do 5 outfits, 100 shots each. A good photographer will really take a ton of shots of you.
Yeah, so many.
So many, and so be prepared for that. Then they will cull all the shots themselves first. They'll do a first cull. So the ones where your eyes are closed and you're pulling a wonky face and technically something didn't go right. The flash didn't go off. Poor cropping, out of focus, all that stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Those are easy. They just delete, 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 get rid of, get rid of. So out of 500, you'll end up with half that, which then you can look at. Then usually you should go to an online gallery, a portal, where you will find all your photos, and then you, through some system they have online, you will be able to look through the photos yourself and start clicking favorites and putting them into folders. Okay.
Yep.
Back in the day, by the way, and maybe I could have even prepared it. I have them somewhere. I told you before, we used to print.
Yeah. You had to print them and like look through like a looking glass,
A loupe,
like a magnifying glass.
Yeah, that would print all the negatives onto what they called a test sheet. And then you would take that into your agent, and you and your agent would go through with a grease pencil, and you'd look through a loop, and so you could get it close up, and then you would kind of circle and cross out stuff, and that's how we used to pick them out. Geez, I have an old test sheet somewhere. I wish I had prepared that. Maybe I'll
that's too bad.
slap it up. I'll slap it up at the end somewhere if I have it, if I can find it. Put it up on the YouTube so you get a sense of it. Okay, so here's Jay. 56. Now you've narrowed this down to 56 yourself?
Yeah. I have 56, and then I've narrowed it down from. This is like my first poll, my first, because obviously I can't choose 56 photos. And then.
So talk me through. Let's see. I'm seeing some good stuff. Now you've kept.
I mean, I think most of this section is just like stuff that I'm like, I like it, right? I'm gonna click favorite because I don't want to continue looking through the 300. And then from this favorite section, I then will start narrowing things down.
Yeah. So you've narrowed.
Really start talking to you. I've narrowed it down to another one of 14.
Yeah.
I could really talk through like why I picked those, but these were all just like in my initial poll. I was like, I want you to be in like. In the folder of the things I'm gonna now pay more attention to. So that's my thinking.
Okay, first impressions.
For me,
from me. What do you, I don't need your impressions.
Yeah, well then why did you ask it like you're asking a question?
I am asking a question. Do you want my first impressions?
Yes.
I didn't think I had to put the whole helping verb in front, but okay. First impressions? Like, are you ready for my first impressions?
Oh, yeah, please.
They're terrible.
That's fine.
No, I'm just kidding. Poor Jay. Okay. God, when we miscommunicate, we really miscommunicate in a big way, don't we?
It's all whatever, man. I'm just going with the flow.
It's like a train goes off, derails. I think they're great.
Thank you. I think they're really good too.
They're really good.
I'm really happy with them.
The lighting is excellent. Was that natural lighting?
Yes. Totally natural lighting.
Okay.
It was a great day.
That's it looks like it. And you've got a lot of great stuff here. And from this grouping of 56, you have got a lot of stuff that you can use for alternative things that aren't headshots.
Yeah, like some of them are like very modelly, and so I even kept some of them just to like.
Sure, yeah, I do that
like
too.
That one on the right, that 1, 2, 3, 4. I think
the ones where you're not looking. First of all, you need to look into camera, if
for
it's
a headshot,
for a proper headshot. But you have some where you're not, and that's great, because like that. I mean, that one here, you're looking off. Let's see if I can. Those are cool. I use those for like my.
Yeah, you can use it for like a website.
Yeah, exactly. You can use it for your profile pic on certain things. It's really, really good. You can see if you really get into it, I'm blowing this up a little bit. You can see the source of light in the eyes. And you can even see the photographer in there. So that's something that becomes like, so you understand. Unfortunately, with your glasses, you've got glare.
Well, we'll see if the photographer can take them out. Joss seemed pretty sure, but...
Oh, she said she could.
She was like, yeah, because I talked to her about that. I was like, I'm a bit worried about the glasses. She was like, oh, it's fine. Okay. Some of them, it's not there though, which
it depends on where you're placed in the.
It depends what
as opposed to the light source, in juxtaposition to the light source. So you've got some good looks here already. What I'm seeing here at first glance is Definitely Jay, right? In all his varieties. Like
Weirdness.
here's hard Jay, here's easygoing, relaxed. This one's more relaxed than that one. Um, here's I don't know. I hate to use the word sexy, but I'll throw it out there.
It's
Uh,
modelly. That's
mo-
model photo.
yeah,
That's like model
but
photo.
there's nothing wrong with. I mean, and the jacket. Now here's another thing that I like. I always what I learned about myself. And I'm gonna ask you the question, but I learned like that. Is that your favorite jacket?
Uh, no, I mean kind of. It's not the most comfy.
It's not comfy. How do you feel
No,
when you wear it?
a little. I feel like I look great, but my body is uncomfortable. It's a
Okay,
fashion coat. I think it looks. I think it's a really cool coat,
right.
but it's just not very comfy.
How about this shirt?
I like that. That shirt is comfy. It's like silk. I love the feeling of that
Comfortable, yeah,
shirt.
but then how do you feel when you wear it?
Comfortable.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you? But that's
Well,
how I
not just
physically
comfortable.
feel.
Yeah, physically, but I mean,
Well, that's how Todd. That's like the majority of how I feel in clothes is like about physical touch. That's
okay.
kind of
So
my
when a
short course.
woman wears a certain outfit, they feel, and not just a woman, but generally, let's say, they feel empowered by the outfit. They feel safe in the outfit. They feel strong. They feel sexy. They feel vital. So outfit becomes important. There's certain jackets that when I put them on, I feel like I'm in my safe space, right? This is my. It
Yeah, you have like
feels
a
like it's
favorite
built.
jacket.
A favorite jacket that feels as soon as I put it on, I feel great. I feel warm, cozy. I feel confident. I feel strong in it. Fits me just right, and that's just a little tip for people. Like also kind of wear the
Wear your
clothes that
favorite clothes. That makes sense.
yeah, that you feel good in as much as you look good in, that give you that boost of confidence and stuff. So you love the color. Sometimes I don't like wearing certain colors. I don't look good in them. Like I never wear orange. That's not a thing. I feel
Mhm.
good in blues. Um, I may look good in other colors, but blue and black I kind of stick to because and that changes mood and stuff. So unless you have a stylist there that's going, oh, this looks great on you and blah blah blah, then you kind of have want to stick with stuff that you feel good in and you feel you more than how it looks on you, it's how do you feel when you wear it. Okay,
Totally.
so let's go to the 14 that you narrowed down to. Okay, so you've narrowed down. These are a lot of model shots then.
The black and white ones I just kept because a lot of them are really good. I don't know what I'll do with them.
well,
I'm gonna keep
I mean,
them
they were in. Yeah, she's black and she's
made in black and white.
yeah, purposely. Although you obviously have the color ones. So we won't waste a lot of time here because audiences are just listening to us talk, and if they're listening to the podcast, you can't really see. Jay, you can go to YouTube and check it out if you really want to get deep into it. You got great stuff. I think you have for your final 14. You have picked not as I would have picked um, out of the 56 that I saw. So if I go back, can I favorite the ones I like?
Yeah, yeah. Go. You
If I
put it in like the
if I
my.
if I click that heart, will it go into some
Go to one that you heart and let's see what happens.
nothing? Oh, I got to sign in. Okay.
Okay.
Well, we can do that
I'll remember it.
well, we can do it separately later. I would just say quickly. Yeah, well, you remember it because it's being recorded as well. Um, so certain shots, I would go for a range, right? And this goes up on your spotlight. This goes up on your profile. So um, now you're talking about nuance. You're looking for a shot that says something specific because they're all great already, and you look great. You've got a lot of great options. You're already in a good place, so you can afford to be a little selective. It's when you come away from a bad session and you've only got a handful that are technically good and in
Hmm.
focus, and you've got access to the eyes and things. Then you're kind of screwed because you just go, All right, I've got 10 that are any good, and then I've got to pick from those. And I don't like any of them because I don't like the expression that I have. But they're the only
Yeah.
ones that are technically good. So you're spoiled for choice here. In other words, um, now it's just a matter of going. Well, what am I trying to say about who I am and what you're going to get if you choose to see me? Um, and there's some good choices like these two right here
You like those? Okay.
because there's something special in there, and it's particularly in complemented by something a little bit more straight up like that. That is just like boom, I see your face, nice and clean. But this one, what's going on here? You've softened your eyes, you've cracked a tiny bit of a smile. Your shoulders are in a position where you just look like you are in that comfort zone, totally relaxed, totally at peace with what's going on around you. And I'm kind of loving that, right?
Hmm.
So
Cool.
that's where I go,
Hmm.
that guy looks like amazing. And then I see that he's just got something kind of cool about him and very soft and very chill, but he can also look like that. And that's like, oh, right?
Okay.
So
That actually
it's
makes a lot of sense
right. So I'm looking at multiple photos
in relation to each other.
in
Yeah.
relation, and one that's why on these websites they give you the first one, the primary one that you put up, and that's the one you want to have like show off the cleanest, most um, all those things we just talked about, right?
Yeah.
The most impactful, but yet versatile, but with the best impression, but neutral. And I think that's it for
Okay.
me right there. Just going through it, that's the one. And then everything else wraps around that. So even if it's like there
Hmm.
and then the same top,
Yeah, I see. You've chosen the one that's the centerpiece, and then you have
right?
to choose the others based off
And
of
now
that
you kind of
centerpiece.
play off that one because that's the one you go, okay, there's Jay in his primary essence, right?
Yeah, it's
Just
relax. I didn't notice that actually. Now
nah,
that
you
you
won't.
say that, it's just relaxed. You're talking
Yeah,
about confidence, but yeah, it's
not just relaxed too, but also like you just look like you're kind of loving it. Like you're loving the process. You know what I mean? Like you're in the zone, and that's what people are. Very few people have that in life, in anyway. And to me, this guy looks like there's the twinkle and that little crooked smile, just a tiny bit. I mean,
it is a
will
good
you
photo.
marry me? You know what
Will
I'm saying?
you marry me? And if you
Like,
say no, that's totally cool.
that's cool, man. I get it. Like, I want to be like you. You know, here's another one that's pretty good. Um, there's
I
something
like what
going
you're saying
on.
about confidence and relaxation. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, that's right. Um, and then everything based on my impression of that, then that just adds to that impression. So we talked about first impression. There it is. That's the first impression. And then after that,
You go
you
for
want
types
a
and
little bit, yeah.
versatility.
Like there's something here. Now that to me right here, this one, that's a bit of an addition to the first one. Jack it off, a little bit more in repose, but there's like, you've seen me here. That's chill, and here's a little bit more something, right?
Hmm.
Right, and that's great right there, and that's the hat trick, you know, this the triple boom boom boom. Um,
You like the first photos quite a bit.
I think that top looks great on you, and the color really is great because your eyes. I mean, it's a bit of an off green, but your eyes are popping in here really nicely.
Have you
Some
ever done a color, like what colors look good on you? Have you ever done this quiz?
the
There's
color
quizzes.
palette. No, I don't think I have actually. Have you?
I'll send you one. Yeah, I did. That's why I chose this because
Oh,
I
really?
learned that my favorite colors aren't the colors that I look best
Yeah,
in,
yeah, yeah.
and
I'm
there's
afraid of
actually
that
a
too.
difference. And I've discovered because of my skin tone and my hair color,
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm trying to remember the exact name. It's like a light summer, right? But the point is that I wear like colors but muted colors.
Yeah.
I generally look best not in like a bright saturated green, but more like of a muted sandy green, which is
Mm-hmm.
what that like look, I just got this coat. It's basically that same color. Those
Mm-hmm.
a muted pink, a muted blue, a muted green.
Yeah. Okay.
When I did and I've discovered that because of the test and they're right. And like
Well, it's working on the headshots.
Thank you. We'll take this. There's a bunch of tests
I,
online. You can
I
find it.
okay.
We might be the same, but I don't know. You're like,
Maybe we'll find a good test that we can share with audiences and
oh, that's a good idea.
put it in the show notes, and maybe we can get a kickback from the people. We don't want to send people to some spammy thing, but so I just finishing this up. I like this. I like the shirt. I'm not sure about the crystal, but I know you love it. So that's Jay.
Oh, I
Again,
lost it.
you lost that one. Was that your Chilean?
Yeah.
No, Colombian. What was it? Pink.
Yeah, good remember. Yeah, mango quartz. Yeah, it's gone.
Mango. Oh, yeah. How'd you
Womp
lose
womp.
that? That's been
I
the
don't know.
whole. That's
I
been
lose
the thrust of our every episode has been centered
crystal?
around your mango quartz.
My mango quartz.
Well, it
No,
wasn't meant
I
to
lose
be.
everything. I lose
Okay.
everything, Todd.
Oh, you're one of those. I used to have to wear my wallet on a chain, and then I just stopped carrying a wallet eventually. When mobile phones came out with like payment,
There you go.
I was like,
Anyway,
I'm done with-
so
so there's good stuff here. These work. I hate. I don't want to say hate the shirt, but although there's something kind of if you're comfortable in it, then that's maybe what's bringing out the look. And in terms of the glasses shots, I think those are the best, especially this one here. That one says a lot. And the shirt complements that look. Whereas here, the shirt, this is a harder look, and that shirt's like a little bit more of a.
that shirt is so. When I first looked at it, that
like-
caused the most sensation in me, like physical sensation. I felt so judged when I looked at that. Like I am so judgmental. I am such a bitch when I looked at that photo. I was like, oh my god, that
Because
caused
of the
a strong
shirt?
reaction of me. No, the look caused.
Oh, the look.
caused
Yeah.
the biggest reaction.
No,
should say, the
this
biggest
is a
reaction.
very fun look right here, and it goes with the shirt. So that to me, I would keep.
I think that's a good one too.
That's a whole nother side of what is a brand new J. There's another brand new J. The
That's
shirt.
Milo from Atlantis. Do you
Yeah, I
know?
don't know
Do you
what
know
that means.
that
No.
cartoon? Oh, you don't know the cartoon Atlantis? Oh, okay.
Maybe my kids have probably seen it. That's a good clean neutral shot too, but we kind of already have one. I don't know. It's tough.
And the other one's. I think the other one is better for the reasons you said. It's more relaxed. That one is relaxed, but like not really very happy. The other one is relaxed and like.
This one's good. This one I'm pointing to. It's a lit
Interesting.
because it's hard, but I'm not the eyes. I gotta see if
I'm
we
not
have
as
to
big
go
a
in
fan of
close.
it, but interesting.
Yeah, it's always funny how somebody. I don't like this shirt at all, and I think it's throwing you off. And it's in black and white maybe, other than like that one, which is really great. And these are nice, natural, with your hand.
They're very J. I don't know how much headshot photos of these, but they're very like.
That's
Hi.
a very like very but that's approachable. Remember we talked about this approachable. This is a guy who's approachable.
Yeah.
This is a little bit more like I can play this character, but you might want to not show that completely. This is cool.
But I don't know if it looks like. I don't
It's
think
just
it
a
looks
cool.
Like me.
No, it doesn't quite look like. It kind of look like Hugh Grant or something like that.
It looks like my dad. It
Okay.
looks like my dad's side of my family.
Right.
I don't feel like it looks like me. I think it's a really great photo though, but I
Yeah.
don't think it looks.
No,
like
you
me.
got great photos. So I mean, they're all keepers almost, to some degree. But
you only got to choose a few, and that's.
yeah. You want to go with a few, but the rest of them you can use in other ways. Like we talked about, social media and other places, and profile pics and.
Oh, and this is
different
only. You didn't see the last 45 minutes of this sesh. I'll have to surprise you with those.
Okay.
I went a little off the cuff.
Oh boy, I can
should
only
say.
imagine what that means.
I'll-
Jay unleashed.
So there is something unleashed. You'll find out
Something
in the
unleashed.
future. You'll find out.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Well,
Thanks, Todd. Thank you.
thank you. Will Josh? I keep saying Josh. Will she do my headshots?
I'm sure she would. I mean, pay her. I'm paying. I paid her.
I'm paying her with free publicity on this podcast.
No, you should pay her with money because she deserves it. She's my friend, so I'm gonna have to fight for her.
Yeah.
She kept trying to give me a deal, and I was like, Joss, no, please let me pay you.
Oh, you paid her.
Yeah.
Oh, you paid her straight up. Oh, money.
Well, I haven't paid her yet, but because she hasn't edited the shots yet, and she hasn't sent her details, so I have to be like, excuse me, Joss, please send me the details.
Oh,
No,
well, okay.
I want to.
Well, she does great work. I don't know anything
She does
about her.
very
But
good work, and I want.
is she an actor as well?
She is, which is why she doesn't have much clients now because she's touring. She's mostly a
Huh.
singer. She's a no. Well, I should say she has an amazing voice, but she's also a very good actor. She's got
Hmm.
it.
That'd be
She's great.
interesting. I wanted to talk to somebody uh, who shoots headshots, who's also an actor. But anyway, yeah, good stuff, Jay. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, Joss. Is Jocelyn? Is it short for Jocelyn? Is that the deal? No,
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Because otherwise I can't get it right in my head. It's a nickname, Joss.
Joss Ryder.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, anything to add?
Gosh, no, nothing else. I'm just now thinking about what you had to say. So thank you.
Yeah, there's a lot to take in there. Absorb. Go back and look at the photos again with fresh pair of eyes, and
Yep.
have it's also have other professionals and friends that you trust go through it and look at it. And sometimes I set it aside for a day or two and then come back and go, okay, but finally, I'd say this in closing, make some just cutthroat decisions. Bam, 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 this, and this. And also, have you shared it with your agent?
Well, this is to get a new agent.
Oh, okay. Well, so in that case, yeah, that's a little separate thing, because the agent ultimately might say, "Great, you need new headshots though," and then you're like, "Huh? I just got a whole new set." Yeah, but I don't. So
If it's a good agent, I don't care about. Sure, I'll get new photos for me. I'll be like, can you cover it?
they won't do that.
I don't know. I don't know about that. If they
Well,
really like me, if they want me to get new headshots, I'd be interested in it. And if I can't afford it, I
mhm,
can't afford it. But if I can, I'd love to. I like
okay.
getting photos taken.
You love being in front of the camera, don't you?
Well, yeah, and
Just
it's just working with people. It's
Well, you
just
look good.
fun.
It's
It's just
fun. It's fun.
fun.
It's fun to have your photo. And you look great. You look great. I think you got a new look, the beard, and you didn't shave on any of these. The only other thing I would say is like, do that and then shave and do another set clean shaven. So go in with a full beard, or with 5 days worth of scruff,
Yeah.
and then take some photo, then shave, and then take some more photos with the outfit that you want to wear that makes you look a little younger, a little more professional.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what generally kind of do. But since you have a friend helping you, then good. All right. Well, that's
Okay.
it, everybody. Headshots, headshots, and more on the Offstage Acting Podcast.
That's right.
Thanks, Jay, for
tuning
sharing
in.
that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank me, and thank everybody. Thank the audience. Thanks, Andy, for helping us out. And we'll see you in 2 weeks when I get back from Greece. The Offstage Acting Podcast. Bye.
When I look at that, I felt judged. When I look like I was like, Jesus, dude.
All right.
Yeah.
I've talked enough about your stupid face.
Okay, great. Have a great time in Greece.
Thanks, man.